Alright everyone, so as you can see all this stuff on my desk here. We got a whole bunch of new goodies. Some of this stuff is like used goodies. We'll start out with those and then work our way into the new stuff. This I've had for a while. It is a little cheap newer mic I got online a while back, but it's just been something I've been holding on to for a while. Really wanting to start the podcast, never getting around to it. It came with this little bitty interface. I don't think it had the phantom power, so it wouldn't run like some of the other mics I have that I have now or have had in the past. So it was just something I was holding on to, kind of hopeful wishing. Might have some use for it in the future, I don't know. This right here is something new I got. It's a condenser mic, MXL 770. I looked this up online. These things are like $100, $120 brand new. I got this bad boy for like 30 bucks, used at a pawn shop sale. I do believe in that stuff. You know, you find some really good deals there. You really just, you don't know till you go looking. But I have not tested it out yet, hoping everything's working well. It doesn't look beat up or tore up, so it should be functioning good. If not, I'm out 30 bucks. So when we get into the gear, first let's start off with the Sterling interface. I don't know how much anybody knows about this stuff. I've never used one of these small interfaces before. I've used mixer boards and also like digital like mixer boards on like stuff like Samplitude, Fruity Loops, things like that. But of course I need something to power the 48 volts that the phantom power condenser mics need. Let's open this bad boy. Oh, before we start with that, shout out to Lambert. Been letting me hold on to this knife for a couple of weeks. This thing is pretty cool. So it has a little lock feature on it. Lambert's got this like Lambert's been having this like big thing with knives recently. Dude's been buying up like every freaking type of knife you can imagine. He loves them. or at least for the moment, is like his thing at the moment. But he's been letting me borrow this. I think he said he spent like 140 bucks on this thing, or 130. It's really nice. Real smooth. Got a little locking thing so you don't cut yourself on it. And you hit this button, silver button right here. Flips right open. I want to see that again. So hit the button again to close it. And then focus. Boom. Nice. So let's start out with this, the interface. Get a look at it. I've not opened any of this stuff yet. It's just been sitting around waiting to be unboxed. So we have, I'm guessing, warranty stuff, instructions. I got some plugins, free plugins. I'm not mad at that. Got a nice little foam on here. Oh yeah, they took care of that. Oh, what's this? Something else in here. I always like to open the small packages first. Ah, this is to connect it to the computer. USB-C. They are with the times. Alright. And here goes the interface. Got a nice little weight to it. Doesn't feel cheap. Real smooth. Let's see. So we have in and out, USB-C. Got 4 outputs. Another mic in and out, or the 2 mic lines. And the 48 volts phantom power. There we go. That's what we need. Mic line in. Looks like it's basically all the basics that we need. Have more plugins here. Headphone plugins so you can monitor your sound live. Pretty cool. So once again, by Sterling. And I am in no way sponsored by this company. It was just best budget. So best items to fit my budget. What I was trying to spend that day in the Guitar Center. Shout out to Guitar Center, helping me find what I needed. So it shows that this one comes with the mic, the shock mount, and the hard mount, and a protector case. So let's open this bad boy. There we go. Oh yeah, I like this. I already like this. Look at this. In the case. The mic has a nice weight to it, don't feel cheap. I always feel that when a company puts their name all over something in big letters and stuff like that, they're really proud of what they make. So hopefully this is an awesome product. I never used a gear before, so we have the shock mount. There's little bands for it. Set that up a little bit. And then the hard mount too. Should be easier to set up than a shock mount. Alright, we'll close that up. The last thing made by Sterling is their headphones, studio headphones. So the specs on these, let's read. 40mm drivers, of course, 15 to 24 kilohertz range, 101 decibels. I really don't know anything about this kind of material. Not even want to act like I do. 32 ohms, 2.4 meters of headphone cable. Oh, this is fancy. Got this nice layer of foam in there. I like the presentation inside the box. It looks pretty cool. Of course, you have your line for the headphones and the headphones themselves. So I don't know the feel that most people go for headphones. I prefer them not to be heavy on my head. These feel kind of light, but at the same time like a decent weight. They don't feel like super light, so they don't feel like cheap. But they do feel like they're possibly comfortable to wear for long times. Which anybody in audio, I think, can agree you don't want something heavy. So they fold up, put them in a case, and of course the cable that goes with it. Got the big, oh, you can unscrew it. There goes the small one. So you can use these on regular devices too without needing to go buy an adapter. This is one that I just ordered off Amazon. This is like 24 bucks. The quality, I don't know because it doesn't feel as sturdy as the one in this blue box under it. But let's see, we have filter for mic. We have little Velcro straps. Oh, we got some thread tape mount itself to clamp for the mount. I mean, shock mount. Hopefully this fits the mic. Spring loader, you kind of got to hold it or else it just pops open. But yeah, we got the boom arm. This one has some weight to it. Feels really sturdy. This is one piece, I think. Oh no, it's two. So you have the arm stand itself, and then this is the heavy part. Oh man, that's a weight. That's a daggone weight that you sit it on. That bad boy ain't moving nowhere. You hear that? Or my desk is a mess. There's stuff everywhere. So this I'm super excited about. Open the bad boy up. So these are wireless lapel mics. I was kind of looking for one where I could plug my own lapels into them and just use these as little transmitters. But these have mics built in, and the reviews I saw on YouTube look decent. I want to go more in depth than the other reviews I've seen. I don't think that you can plug a mic into them. Let's open it up and see. But I'm not going to be upset if you can't, and they still sound really amazing, because that kind of defeats the purpose if I need a wired lapel into it. Try these out with me, because I got the 2-pack. So like this one, there's 2 transmitters and 1 receiver on it, so I can run a second mic to somebody while I'm recording. Also probably go with a different approach to the podcast style with this. You'll see what I mean soon. Kind of reminds me of a DJI case. The color and all of it. Alright, so I think these are the Dead Cats windscreens. Yeah. Has a little, yeah, this fits over the mic. And then this is cool because this is the size of the whole kit right here. Like, Oh, and it's charged. They sent it to me charged. Went off, but hey, 3/4 of the way full. So we have 2 transmitters. I think this is the noise canceling button right here on the side. And the power button. I don't know how I feel about the big product name on it, but I mean, I guess if they're proud of it. Right here, USB plug-in, and the mic up top. Yeah, there's nowhere to plug in an external lapel with a wire, but that's fine. Oh, that's got like a magnetic feel to it when you put it in the, yeah, I think that is magnets holding it in. And then here's the receiver. I gotta read the instructions and see what all these buttons do. I'm not really sure. Another USB plug-in. I think this is to hook it like directly to a computer or something. Dang, don't tell me I need. They're supposed to come with wires to hook it to the camera. Oh, a hidden compartment. Here we go. They sent me everything I need. We have, was it TSLR to TSSLR? We got both cords in here, I think. USB cord. We got the instruction manual. So everything you need fits literally in your pocket when you're running this, so you don't lose anything. You can stick everything back in there with the dead cats, all your cords, go back in that other compartment, good to go. So all in all, so far, I think that this equipment, it looks like it's pretty decent. Seems like decent quality and all of the stuff. The condenser mic with the interface and the boom stand and headphones, I got it all together in a kit from Guitar Center. I think it ran me like $270 after tax. Wireless lapel, it was like $1 something, and I'd also ordered the other mic stand kit with that. That was like another $25. So like, you know, all in all, the whole project, not including cameras and lenses that I've been having for a minute now, all the gear for the audio is running right around like $500. If you include the cameras and the lenses I have, we're looking at well over $1,000. But of course, you know, if you got an iPhone, you can record with that. It just depends on how so if you're looking into lighting and everything else, like the more you jump down the rabbit hole, the more all of this stuff ends up costing. So things to consider when you're trying to start the podcast or whatever the video project is you're trying to do. Like, you got to think about, you know, how do I want this to look? Who am I catering to with my style? Like me, I like things to look a certain way. I like it to look real nice and bokeh. So of course, like, where the majority of my money is going to go to is like lenses. The cameras are getting better nowadays. Like, things are getting more affordable. Lenses are always still expensive no matter what. I need fast lenses for my style. Anything like if they're not super macro, then like they need to be like a 1.8 or lower. If they are super macro, stuff like a 2.8 and things like that, still they work, but I have to have my camera like a mile away from me. You know, these are all the things I consider, like, and then like the lighting, you know, 3-point lighting, and then plus if I'm having, you know, guests for an interview or whatever, setting up all the lighting for them. I've seen now too where people design their spaces for vlogs. You can rent an entire room in certain cities where they have everything you need. So like stuff like that, things to consider. There's so many options, and I'll go more and more into it with y'all along this journey with it. I'm going to be doing a few podcasts because I'm some of them are going to cover different things depending on what they are. But like I said, we'll jump more into that. This is more just about the gear I've got so far for it. So hope y'all enjoy it.